In this video, I want to share with you 10 gift ideas for kids that are not toys. This gift list is for children 2 years old and up. The younger your child is, probably the more that they will find these things really exciting. As kids get older, I've noticed that they're very specific about what they want to receive, but hopefully it'll give you an idea if you just have no idea what to give your child or your niece or nephew or grandkid even. So hopefully you will find this helpful. The first gift that I have is a tent. When kids are little, they love having tents to play in and go in and out and play with their siblings or even play by themselves, have like a reading nook. But if you have a child who is a little bit older, I would highly recommend for you to get a tent that is like an actual tent for like camping. And the reason is because the older your child is, it would be so much fun to actually put it together, for them to build it and put it away and to actually have something to go camping during the summer. Obviously right now it's winter, so it might not be the best place, but maybe some indoor camping might be a lot of fun for kids. So that's my first gift idea. The second gift idea is an art easel. And so when kids are little, you have the little small art easels that they can draw. They have chalk, they have dry erase board, or actually like paint easels that you can put paper over it. And the older that your children are, I would recommend to get like an actual art easel with an actual picture frame that they can actually paint on. These gifts are super fun for them to get out all their creativity and for them to be able to express themselves and have something that they can put in their rooms and experiment with paint and really have that experience of creativity and being creative that I think all children have. The next thing that I have are coloring books. Obviously the smaller your kids are, they have little coloring books for kids. Usually I would even recommend that for little kids, getting just like a lot of like a notebook with a lot of paper, empty paper would be probably best, and with a set of crayons or colors. But as your children get older, like now they have these beautiful coloring books that are so very specific to whatever your children like. There's Harry Potter coloring books, there's like abstract coloring books, and they're like really beautiful all the way up to teenage years, that your children have something maybe to take to school and be able to be creative in those in between times when they have to wait for the classes or whatever it is. And those are really fun to have, even especially during winter when kids have to be indoors a lot. The next thing that I have is a ukulele, a guitar, or some musical instrument. Like a harmonica. That's another great gift for maybe children that are a little bit older and can actually learn how to play it. And the reason why I put this in the non-toy list is because I would encourage you to look for actual instruments for kids. Try not to buy a toy guitar, because usually if it's too much like a toy, it won't actually play and have that like musical instrument quality that musical instruments actually have that makes such a beautiful sound. Music is such a big part of kids' life and learning, and having an actual musical instrument that sounds like a musical instrument, it can open up such a great skill for them to actually be interested in music. And as someone who had a little actual like keyboard that I got for Christmas, that actually inspired me to like go and learn an actual piano, and it was so much fun, and it's an experience that I will cherish forever. The next thing that I have is a backpack or a purse. I think toddlers love these the most. Toddlers love having little backpacks or purses or pockets where they can put their toys and things. But as your children get older, there are so many beautiful designs and colors and things that you can look for in a purse or in a backpack where they can put their things, and it's just such a great gift that you can give to a child. And even if you feel like a purse or a backpack might be a little bit too little, you can put something inside them, and a little toy or a little coloring book inside that they can have with them. And that's just such a fun thing for them to know that this is like their backpack or their purse that they can carry around their toys in or their things. The next thing that I have is a pair of binoculars. I actually got my kids a little toddler binocular set that I will link down below that they love. And the reason why I got a toddler binoculars was because I didn't want them to get too confused with the focus. But I think that if your children are a little bit older, maybe 5, 6 and older, you can get like an actual pair of binoculars that teach them how to focus. And the reason I added it to this list is because as a child, I loved playing with my parents' binoculars. It's a great toy for exploration outside and even for, creative and imaginative play indoors. And so that just can be, it's just endless possibilities that can have with just a pair of binoculars. All right. The next thing that I have are temporary tattoos, nail polish, or hair color. The reason why I put temporary tattoos is because it's a gift that is fun for kids, but it doesn't take too much space. And so it's something that, they put on, they play with it, it comes off. It's great for parents. Then I put nail polish, but you can actually, if you are not too comfortable with your kids actually playing with nail polish or having nail polish, you can actually look for nail stickers or anything that they can decorate their nails with. They have a lot of options these days, and so that's another option. And then hair coloring, I'm not talking about like an actual hair dye, but they actually have like these like crayon-like hair colorings that you can just like put it on your hair and like paint your hair and it'll stay for like a day, and then you can wash it off. Those are just so fun, and I know as a little girl I loved anything that I could put on my nails, on my hair, on my face, on my body. And so that's another great, and it could be even like a great stocking stuffer. So that's an idea for that. It's little, doesn't take too much room, and when it's done, it can usually go away with. The next thing that I have is a scooter or a bike. I know bikes are like big gifts, but scooters are usually not that expensive. We actually got my daughter a scooter, and I will link their scooter below. It's called Micro Mini Scooter, and it's just such great quality. Both my kids love. My little one just turned 2 years old, and he is so fast in that scooter, and he loves it so much. And it's such a great gift to get kids outside, to get kids moving. With this day and age where we spend a lot of time indoors, sitting down in front of a screen, these are gifts that can help them play, be outside, do all these things. And so that's a gift that I think that at any age, any child will enjoy, to be able to have something where they can go fast and get that energy out. The next thing that I have are books. And I know that usually kids want to get toys for Christmas instead of books, or even for their birthdays instead of books. But even if you get kids a toy for their present, I would highly encourage you to include a high quality book for them. These are things that, even though they might not be super excited to open it and use it right away, they're great things to have at home, that you can have great experiences with your children reading books. I can't even begin to say how wonderful books are for children, as far as language, as far as experiences, as far as anything. But it's just such a great gift where you can have a bonding time with your children and have them learn and experience that together. And so I would highly encourage it if it's their birthday, Christmas time, or whatever is coming up. Books are great gifts to give a child, that even though it might not be as exciting to open, it's something that it will definitely give you a great experience in the long run. And the last thing I have are experience-based gifts. And this is a pass to the museum, a pass to a class, to an art class, to a science class, to a soccer class. These are things that can be really expensive for parents, and you know, to pay for those things year round. So if you're a family member, this is a great gift to give your family. I'm gonna leave a link of a website called Motherly, and they have 50 experience gifts that you can give a child. And so there's a long list of all these different experiences that you can give a child as a present that doesn't necessarily have to be a toy or something physical that's just going to sit in their house. And it's a great list. I would highly encourage you to go through it and see if there's anything that you can find to give your children or the children in your life. I hope you really found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.